Hello and welcome to Mobile Adventures, where, as I say many a times, we will ultimately start doing that. So before we get going, this is done on a phone. You might hear clawing and scratching noises to make certain maneuvers happen, otherwise it's held at a wide stance to prevent that. But the penalty comes at performance such as walking into trees, buildings, and pits of death. I've already shown you what we've done there, and that hasn't changed. And well, the idea with these farmers is that one was supposed to be wheat, one was supposed to be carrots, and one was supposed to be potatoes. So the one that wasn't traded with, because we didn't have potatoes, apparently randomly changes until I wound up inadvertently trading wheat with them. But, whatever. You're too close to that gate, which I don't want. So one of the things we need to do, which was done off camera, was a sheared sheep and put them away, turned on the lights, and now they have eaten and are ready to be sheared, but my shears are not in good condition. I'm also realizing I am a step ahead as to where I thought I was. Alright, so with that being said, we don't have them with us. We got the shears and they are in dire need of repair. Unfortunately, it may seem like a waste, but being that iron is not exactly super common where we are, we're going to apply mending to the shears and then build them up. So with that being said, and I'm totally not paying attention to what I'm doing, as you can see now, I've more or less finished things around here. So we're going to need 24 of these. That's one too many. Alright, we want that there, and we'll put that there. And we will need a book, which we can easily create. Also, while I'm here, I might as well show you that this is going to be the map room. Basically over here is going to be the map of where we are now. And then in the middle is going to be the world. And maybe some key points on the walls over there. Maybe. And then beyond there is unknown. And we're carpeting things so we can cover up the trusses or should I say the large beams that are making things somewhat believable in terms of structural. Alright, so we got our 24 emeralds, which and we got our 30 experience. You may notice things are stuttering a lot because I have a ton of we'll just make the 6 books. That way we'll have them. Ultimately, I would like to take this and discontinue its use And yeah, no, I don't want to do that with dirt. And put this back. Yeah, this shack needs to be discontinued. Although it seems to be quite helpful when it comes to projects of small kinds like these. And we shut them both in case this guy decides to escape, which he must have. Oh, there he is. Why are you out here? I'm saying if he escaped, or he got, I don't know how. Alright, so two things. Besides putting some mending on shears, which, like I said, it seems silly, but being that iron is a thing that in this world that is pretty hard to come by. Alright, so pressing. We're going to take care of this guy first. We're hoping for a good efficiency 3. Let's just see what it does. That's it. Well, that's a waste. Where are we standing? We're at 27. We'll probably get to 28. No. Alright, time to take a hit on XP here. This plus this. Oh, it's only 2 counts. So our diamond sword is okay now. The shears not so much. And since we've been, oh no, I didn't want to do that. I know I've shown you this, but I'm just going to do it anyway, but it seems because of the area being heavily populated now, or soon to be, this is the Butcher's Boulevard. I think it's going to be way more than what I need, but who knows? Okay, we got some stuff up here. How about we jump? Okay, how about this way? Good. And we ran completely through the XP because I... these things are healing up somewhat quick. So of course I have the volume down because being that the microphone is next to the speaker, that it would be deafening and overmodulated for you guys watching this. Whereas I won't be able to hear it as well as I'd like, but so you gotta keep looking around as if I'm playing on without any audio whatsoever, and I hate that they didn't fix the description boxes because it can't see anything. Oh, this is where hiss and boom happened. Alright. Like to see where I'm going. Anyway, this is our big project of the day. Is this thing. This is Map Road. As you can see, quite a few plots. There's still more to be made, but currently we're not gonna actually reach. Oh, hissy boomy. Okay, there's not a good spot. There we go. Nothing behind. It didn't really take all that long to get the shears back up. Okay, we can jump, Oh great, one of these guys. Yep, you can hit the target. Make sure we're safe before we eat. Oh, another creeper. Ooh, two of them. We jump. Okay, we're not whacking at things right now. Move the player. And no, that was not needed. Alright, we got to get... Things are a bit out of control here. That's better. jumping. Alright, jumping. Well, it actually did. It just... Alright. This guy. Yeah, things are going to be a little less responsive around the barn. Where? Oh. Hitting. Like how I hit them right on their hitboxes and nothing happens. Alright, that's all healed up. Alright, so now to make this area sputter even more. You can open the gate. Alright, this out, this out, this out. Also, gone, gone. This. Oh, while I'm here, as you can see, the frame rate really starts tanking in this area. And I've looked it up a while ago, but you don't see it, but the blue light is... Alright, this was what I was telling you about. I replaced the trapdoor with a regular door because pigs could climb over the trapdoor and the staircase could get flooded. Alright, that being said, let's cause some more slowdown. Because we don't have enough of that. Just set it aside. We got a bunch of lovesick cows that are not mating. Of course, this phone is really loving all this work it has to do. Then they wind up in these weird clusters. Shut that. Pig level. Time to do the same thing, but with things that go oink. You know what, let's feed. very, very slowly. I mean, this isn't my PC, so I mean, this would be easy peasy for it. Also trying to get the experience somewhat back up. And, okay, we didn't place the torch, which we didn't want to do. And the chicken level. Pressing. May not have to actually do any feeding. One. Two. Alright, let's do it. What I need to do is I need to make some stone swords, because yep, I don't even want to eat. Helps if my finger wasn't covering the feed button location, so that I know that they're trying to eat. And that chicken somehow wound up behind the fence. I intentionally put the fence there so that the baby chicks can't go there. And they are. We're at 27. Alright, now to machine gun Kelly these things. Easy for me to say. Alright, there we go. Oh, we got another one. Turn. This area is really taxing the system. Alright, so that there. We definitely don't have enough carrots there. We don't have too much there, but we could always just take the just take their eggs. In fact, these guys just okay, how about undock and drop the carrots? Yep, we're pressing buttons. That's not the correct trade. Oh, the one with the emerald in his hand's probably the one that will help. Anyway, let's just put that out of range at this point. Alright, so we took care of the farm. Now what we need to do is get the sheep. Yeah, see, they practically ate all the stuff. We gotta get the sheep back in here. So what I did is, of course, I have my dyes, which I've used some, but Well, I did have wheat down here. And we're jumping. Yeah, we need to, if we're using the wheat in this building, we gotta keep the wheat in the building. So. So they ate they ate everything. I mean, there's a couple patches left. I think they're all in now. So then we zigzag over to this corner. And shut the door behind. Remember to put that there and keep it there. And we're moving the player. Why are we not moving the player? Because this was a forest, with the light level high, a wolf could appear. And the sheep, most of them, should be safe behind that barrier. So and you can see the grass is already growing again. And we intentionally left a patch that the sheep cannot eat, so the patches, if it were completely eaten away, could grow again. Alright, so we're at 27. We got several more emeralds. It's getting close to... Actually, let's go this way. See, did I leave anything in here? Yes, I did. Take these. We got shovels. Let's make another one just to play it safe. I get that. This here. Yep. And this, let's see, if we just go on this side of the mansion, I think that's more than enough to... Nope. Still a little laggy on this end. Just in case there's anything surviving. It has happened. Here now, something didn't look right. Oh no, everything does. Alright. For some reason, something seemed off. We are now 11 emeralds. Like I said, the way this village is going, the 24 emerald count that we need for mending is not going to be all that high once we get things fully operational. In fact, maybe might start trading with the upper 4 here. This guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. But not these two, because these two are going to be helping to... We got Greenie and this guy to help make babies. And we got plots that go almost all the way to the in fact, let's just right now just to keep them safe, because we know that they're not very bright. Here we got, there we got a thing. Alright, so somewhere down there we need to put another nightling rod. We'll start with this right here. Let's see. Actually, I don't know if I want to be that close. Moving the player. How about we switch? This happen. You gotta remember, at least on the third day, to sleep, because that's when we're not really safe when it comes to monsters. You're gonna need to fill some of the creeper holes. Alright, we can move a little more. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's too big. That's too small. Where I make the mistakes, I'll dig the dirt by hand, and that's, well, you know what, we can just press. There we go. No, that is actually right. I don't know why I thought that was wrong. I mean, generally we do our general work during washer phase, and then dryer phase we take care of the big project. Okay, we don't want that one. We don't want that one. Alright, we got the foundations ready for 2 of them. Moving. So we can just make flooring here. Also, we could probably make some doors. So we're just doing a little busy work, we're killing the time. Then off camera, I will work on making the last couple of usable plots for the here for Map Road. Although I found an island where we could continue bridging over to another island that has somewhat flat terrain, but we'll cross that yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, we got those foundations made up. Then we're going to have Greenie move down here. That is, if we can get him to do that. And it's not going to matter right now because I think we'll use these as posts. Have I done that color before? I don't care that I'm repeating because, I mean, there you got oak, although... Alright, let me just grab some stuff. Got plenty of glass. And we'll grab the one remaining door of that kind. Why not? Alright, dryer phase is next. And we're back. I totally forgot some things. We need wool. We do not pay attention to details such as we need wool. Yes, I noticed the sheep, but no, that's... Yeah, usually we go downstairs for things that we need, but... we're not doing that right now. We got... that. We can do more paper, but we're gonna have to do that on our own. I think we need one paper. Alright. Let's see if anything is surviving out here that needs to be killed. Try to get to them before they get to us. Okay, we got him. And that's as far as we're getting. Although we got spiders. Apparently that's not enough. I swore it was just a one-hit miss. Alright. We got what we need to start with. I'm still contemplating on how I'm going to make signs. Yeah, see? We had 5, now we get 6. Make 3 of those. Make 3 of those. Which will greatly take up a lot of space, but... hitting the X 6 or 7 times. Oh, I didn't think we really needed that. Oh, we got it. And a couple more. Alright. let's... Okay, where are they? There they are. In front of my face. That's how we know that we're not going to find them. I didn't take the time to hide them. That's how you know I'm finding them. Alright, now this side. I know most of these houses look exactly the same, but they're living in luxury. Compared to the houses that they're normally given, this is upper tier. And occasionally I do, especially where the land is slightly different, I will change it up a little bit. I'm going to put in a transom for the door. Let's break those down. Good enough for now. That is not what we want. I'm not going to waste the axe on things like this. Oh, and we lost a piece. Break. And we don't have roof pieces. It's positive I had some of that here. I did not. However, I did set aside some. Did we have the slabs? Yes, we did. Alright, so put this down. Alright. Oops. And my finger kind of trembled there for reasons unknown. Definitely light up the sides, and although the front is lit up, it's just a good idea to light up the front to be a little more inviting. This is a good look. And we don't need to put it in the back because the house is practically right up against the edge there. So that's not necessary. that's not needed, we'll take care of that in a moment. Not what I wanted. That we will take care of right away. Go over the edge. Oh, that wasn't really enough to do a lot. Alright, we built one house. We need gates so we can protect the future tenants. Actually, we need to come in here and take those. Alright, so that house built. Oh, we did not take care of other things. We cannot take care of things. We're pressing buttons. Alright, now we can do this. Make more room. Alright, let's get this going. Yep, break it. Hello, Hissy Boomy. Let me test something. Yes, this is the minimum distance we need to be between him and I, and not have hiss boom happen. I always thought it was probably another one. Alright, you're not going to get as many windows, because placing. That's not why. Oh, no. I think we still have more. I'm gonna move these things down. Yeah, we have more. See if that's enough to do the job. Yes, it is. More windows and the door. Alright, that's done. You can move the player. That up. The sides, the back doesn't need it. Because again, the somewhat hidden lighting is back there. The only one we're not totally safe from are skeletons, and that's not the direction we go. Speaking of, I don't think I broke down the one that was in the other house. That's just hanging there on the ceiling. That is not correct. Break. And that's not correct. Let's go across and get that one piece that we didn't get. Alright, so this house is just about ready. And this house needs a roof. This is not where I want to be. Alright, so this again. like to, if it is possible, have these 2 houses done before sunrise. If not, it's going to be close. And we don't have enough. Pressing the X might mean pressing the X. Yeah, we're not going to get it done, but that's all right. Yeah, we're going to need to cut down the... All right, we can... Alright, that'll be enough for now. Pressing. Yeah, I don't think I got enough to do the job. I'm gonna have to cut down another oak tree. I mean, not oak tree. Cut another spruce down. We're gonna have to regardless. Base, there we go. Alright, even if we do actually finish this, we're still gonna have to do that. Oh, we're gonna have exactly enough. That should not exist. Alright, so now we need 2 beds and cartography tables. So 1, we're moving the player. Alright, so we got 2 houses built. Need more. Actually, this needs to be out of hand. Too close to that thing. Or that this one, all this time, was not placed next to where it should be. Ooh, there's a tall one. So we need to cut this one down. starting to see daylight here, so I know we're getting close to the top. Oh yeah, the barn population is really dragging this thing down, but that's the intent of how it works. I think we're at the end. Yeah, we pretty much are. Alright, so this is the side with the weird one. Yeah, that strange quarter section that grows one block taller than everything else. And down we go. We should be good for a little bit. Yeah, let me break. So far we got 2. 3. Just one more. And there it is. Plus some more sticks. And they all line up with each other. Back here, see if we have reproduction happening. None of these are going to be able to do it because they're behind walls. This guy down here is the only one that can do it. And there's a little baby. Now the question is, can we get the little baby to go in the right direction? This used to go way faster, way back when. Whoops, nope. That's what I want. Of those, which may be enough to do something with. Oh, we needed paper, which I did not grab, and look at 2 little babies. What we need to do right now is open the gates. Let them fight for whichever one they want. Move. Pressing, pressing, pressing. what are you guys doing away over there? Your houses are over here. They're easy to find. You're in position. You're in position. I don't know if this will work. Alright, only one of you can sleep in there. Damn it. Wasn't fast enough. Damn it. Wasn't fast enough. He got out, even though I shut the gate in front. Alright, one of you needs to be on this side. No. How about this way? How about over here? Good enough for now. Hopefully those are... I got them in the right buildings. Gonna find out when the sun sets. I need to get paper, that's for sure. I also need to move Greenie down here. You in your house? Alright, you have taken that bed, so that is yours. And you've taken that bed, so you're good. We're now going to take Greenie's bed. And move Greenie down. Actually, it still works, so I mean, until it breaks, and they don't know where to go. Wind up getting killed by monsters, and then... No, we don't need to do that. We can break. Alright, so we need paper for sure. I don't know if that'll prevent baby villagers from escaping, but... And we did make cut-throughs. Specifically for that reason. Okay, we can't do that here. Over here we can move the player. And we grab something we don't care to have. Here we can move the player. We don't need this. And we can move this. Alright, so for some reason there's nothing here, here, or here in place. Now it's dark. It's not. The thunderstorms I don't think work correctly in this game. Fix that as well. So we're going to do some trading for some emeralds. Alright, so we have a nope, didn't want to do that. Want to make another cartography table. In fact, we'll make 2 more just because we can. Now let's check inventory. Yeah, we're pressing our luck a little too much there. Alright, back to this neighborhood. And up here, this is where we're going to start making some trades for emeralds. Pressing. Well, that's all we're getting out of him. Pressing. That yet. So I'm going to get 18 paper. I don't know if any of these guys will accept just 18. I think 24 is the number they all look for. Player. Yeah, I think 24 is the bog stock answer to them. We can open gates when we press the open gate. Open the gate. Alright, so these 2 houses are occupied now. Alright, so now we can pressing buttons that the game loves ignoring. Actually, we put this here, this goes here, that we'll put over there as we can. Keep going. You can always make more of this as we're clear cutting. Although if we go a little too far with that, this has been designed so that if that were to have happened, if it were to happen, or whichever way, depends if you think, oh no, we don't want that. We did not ask for this. We did not ask for that either, but it's getting knocked out. I asked for stone and to place. Nope. This does not belong. So we got quite the expanse here. And we don't have what we need. Do we have... Yes, we have another axe. Axe. It's a little iffy in that section, so we'll come out this way where it's wide open. I see some in there. Let's grab an axe and grab a thing that isn't one. How much we got? 18. We're still short of what we want. Now we have what we need. And a little extra. Let's just get rid of this because, yeah, I don't really need that. See, these two bits of property have not yet been fully built. Actually, this one is, but the other one is not. I don't think we're going to be fulfilling that. Nope, I did not place. I want gates. Gates. Nope, bed. Yeah, don't hold on to the bed. It's not gonna work. Alright, we're good for a couple days. Is that too far away? It's coming. Oh, it was coming. This time we'll start on... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, we're going to start on this side, but we've already established this side as our start. Over here. And now the reason for chopping down them wood, them trees. I don't think I have the beds to, yeah, I only have one bed left. Oh, perfect number. Perfect number. Exact. Need to get more glass. In fact, I should have some in the mansion waiting for us. Yeah, we're gonna need to do that. And we do have enough steps for now. Okay. What did we just do? Get rid of this. Yeah, there's going to be a point they're not going to reproduce anymore. And we're going to have to move Greenie. While we're at it, let's just dump emeralds. Lucky 13. And I'm just seeing if I had other things I could use. No. Although actually the bundle might come in handy if we move the other thing. Okay, we need wool to make a second bed. do it that way. And we have glass that off camera I was making in the basement. In each of them were blast furnace, not blast furnace, because that's the one I moved over there. Alright, so over here. Alright, make a couple of transoms. Yeah, I put the door in, but I never made this anything yet. That's supposed to be a very small locker room. One of them grew up, the other one did not yet. Of course, as usual, we light up the front, light up the sides, because in these abutting properties there aren't any light, except for the, again, the quasi-hidden ones there. Alright, let's just do this and actually swap out with that. That is not correct. Apparently need more of a sugarcane farm going. And what I had was just to help make do with what we had. Now we kind of need more. What we will do right now is inventory. Let's see, what can we... Not terribly important at the moment, but we'll get it back. And we can jump. It back, and that needs to not be in hand. Alright, the other one grew up. It's going to be a point I'm going to have to move Greenie. Yeah, we're not going to have enough of those. Or those. Roofs are not cheap. And that went wrong. Brake. No, not correct. Alright, so that one is mostly done. I don't know why I thought I saw a baby zombie in there, but I did. Although he was not really there. You can move the player. I like it when we move the player. Well, we are going to cut that out. Oops, that one was accidental. For a minute I saw, can I recreate it? Yeah, I just saw, the gray horizon. I just saw color, not what it was, and I thought, I'm slow, but I don't think I'm that slow. Yeah, so we're going to need some materials. We are practically out. Alright. The only one we have left of quantity is this. I'm trying not to repeat too many times outside of, like I said, the architecture. cutting. Gotta do some more tree cutting. I think we've blown through it. No, we haven't. Good. Alright, so we'll take this and some of this. That. I heard a noise. Yeah, something made weird noises. Could be mice too. This house used to be infested when I bought it. Now you get the occasional straggler. Alright, so let's get that out of the way. This. Gonna be a little short there. I still have the glass block? Yes, I do. I think this will be one where that'll be warranted. Alright, so that ought to give us enough. Again, because mansion views aren't the best, plus a convenient place to put the torch. Right, now, the windows, the door, windows. Door. Then we gotta make the gates. So we'll have another see, unlike way up there, trying to space out the villagers so that it doesn't, they're not too far apart, but they're not also okay, yeah. I hit the thing twice. That is not where I wanted it. But that one over there is where I want it. This goes away. This goes away. And that comes here. Not where I wanted that. Actually, we don't need this yet. It's in the wrong place anyway. Actually, I did not have enough of these, so... Now we got enough. These, nope, not there. There. Now we can return these back to where they belong. No. That bobble was all it took to mess that up. Oh, we have very few. I don't think we don't have enough to finish the job. Or do we? Again. Alright, we got enough to do that. But we will not have... I don't know if... I think we're still close enough that we can keep Greeny where he is. I'm going to put those two together. I'm going to put those together. And we got enough to do a house, which isn't enough. in. Alright, we're cutting across. This is where we keep the sheep wool. As we're going to need to cut down another tree. That'll help clear another inventory slot. And we don't have another axe. Jumping. They're both the same height. I think we'll go with this one. Break. Break. Can move the player. And we can move the player. And break. We are at the top. Okay, good. Pretty high up. Alright, somehow we switched. Okay, pressing. Alright, this is worse for wear. Let's put that there for now. Still some of these we can pick up, so it helps. Yeah, looking for one more. I thought we had room for sticks. We don't. Right now we're gonna just throw it out and Looking for one more. Just one more sapling. That's all we need. But we don't need a stick. We can join the other sticks. There it is. Okay, we gotta move. And we're whacking at stuff. Alright, first, put this away. We just need 4. Pressing. Alright, time to put the other 2 into circulation. Pressing. Oh, we're not ducking, we're moving. And the other bed. There it is. Going the other way. I don't think it has any ill effect, but I just want to be sure. I think we're still close enough. I mean, this game grossly distorts how far things appear. Alright, they might need a little assistance. Yeah, let's just jump on things. Like I said, it's very slow because there's just so many animals here. place, and we can place. It must be thinking I'm okay. We got more over here. Let's exit. That ought to help. Oh, they're doing it anyway. Nope, you are in the wrong position. And you are in the right position. Now you can do that again, opening the gate. Two new houses built. One baby so far. And they're making the second one. Oh, that's not good. But that is. Dirt, 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 dirt. Not what I wanted. Well, damage done, so. Nope, we're not whacking at that. Pressing. Yep. Moving. Gonna need to do that. Alright, you took to that one. You are locked in position. You are locked in position. Now we have 4 new cartographer mappers things. This was a disaster. How much time have we got left here? Well, we don't have too much. Alright, so now it's these two properties. This is going to be a different looking house. Actually, we kind of... everything is actually safe. Everybody's in their homes. Did we grab it? Good, we didn't. So we need more stone. As I always said, I gotta gotta redirect this mine entry. And we're not gonna be able to get much. We're not gonna need a ton. How much do we have? We got 60. I'm not sure if that'll be enough, but we're gonna find out. Alright, some of the sugar cane is growing back. I know we got some out there too. Let's see. We got some blank space. So let's take care of that if we can. So some reasons why we didn't go and pillage this. Nope, swim time. Jump. No, we're not placing. We're jumping. Kind of like that. No, we're... Alright, so what we'll do is place 2. Because 12 is a number that can be divided into paper. Right now how about we select? One of these. Okay, this is not it. Yeah, this is the one. This will be a slightly different house. Too close. You'll have a slightly smaller house. I mean, some of these do not exactly come out as they should. Enough of any. Actually, we have enough of these. Place them back here? Yes, I can. This is a smaller house. We'll place a bed, different angle, cartography table right there. And to be different, it's going to have a hip roof. Yeah, whatever. I think this is gonna look good. I mean, you don't want the exact same thing repeating itself over and over, but also frees up another spot. So place. Actually, we need to do this now. Yep, we're moving. Okay, moving fast. Oh, we never put in the brake. We never did the lighting. We did on this end. If that'll be enough. Should be. And it was. Alright, our last transom piece that definitely worthy of this house. And it's smaller, we might as well give it a little something extra. Besides the hip roof. Any doors? None. Pressing. No. No. And here's the sides lit well. We don't really need to put anything else there. Well, we went a little too far, a little too fast. Almost fell off the building. Okay, now we place that there, so this is gonna be the tall one. Nope. This I'm just gonna eat this so I can kill that pig. Alright, so there's that house, well, minus a door, but you get a door there. Okay, that leaves. This can go here. We have almost non-existent number of roof panels. The stairs. Yeah, these steppy things. And this is a typical property. Well, I'm thinking of it. Let's grab these. Alright, there is a lightning rod over there. The player. Put one right there. I mean, it's far less than 64 blocks difference, so I mean, we should be good there. I'd like to get one more house done before the dryer stops, which cutting it somewhat close. Actually, I wanted to bring this here. That's not where that goes. So we're going to just dump some extra stuff here. We don't need that, or that, or that. Mushroom will keep because we can throw that in with the we can throw that in with the, in the brewing room in the mansion. I wish I had more than enough to do what we need right now. But I'm not sure. So what I'll do is, since I see this one over here, I'm just going to cut this tree down, moving the player. Yeah, that was a miscalculated lot. Actually, we need just alright. And we can chop this up. Yeah, we're gonna be short. Break. I think we need at least 64 to build the main walls. Yeah, we're cutting it very close here. Place. We are coming short. We are short, but now we're not. Alright, windows. Place. Place. Windows done. Door done. No, we're not ducking, we're moving. This is sprint time. It's time to move fast. And we're moving. And we're braking. Place. This game's stubborn. No. We may not, or I should say in this video, we may not see the new babies being born and moving into the house. That's probably a thing that's not going to happen. So I'm also short on beds, which we need to address. I see the zombie over there. But the zombie can't reach them. Which is the important thing. Okay, these two houses are almost done. Although we need to make beds. So we gotta go and do that thing. Alright, we have more or less completed structures. We're pressing. There's the Android jitter. So I mention this all the time because some people tune into these for the first time when they find they really need help falling asleep. There seems to be a thing with Android where the video will jitter like it was doing. And I know it's Android because I had LG phones for a while and it did the exact same thing, and it doesn't happen on, and it does not happen on the Windows 10 version. I don't think we need, okay, we can put this here. We'll put this here. We're gonna junk there, moving the player. And the only, okay, no, we didn't need to do that. Trying to hurry, which in my world is something that pretty much doesn't happen. first, we got the 2 more stations there. Yes. We got exactly enough to make 2 beds here, which is perfect. And I mean, we got enough to make a trade, but oh, yep. Oh, this is coming down to the wire. No, we're not jumping. Pressing. Press. Okay. Yep, pressing. Nope, don't have enough. Alright, we need... Oh, come on. There's no easy way. Let's at least get the buildings done. And the babies will be a thing to worry about later. Off camera. Go. No, that's not gonna work. Break. Okay, one house has it. Actually, it's not as important right now. We want bed, cartography table. No, we don't have a door on this thing. Alright. Bed and pressing. Cartography table. Door. We might be too far at this point. Exit inventory. And this will be the standard cartography table and bed placement. Alright, the 2 houses are done and just under the wire. Now the question is, are they too far away for Greenie and the other guy? Because Greenie's going to have to move. Nope, not that one. That one. Well, still close enough, because at least one of them is born. Alrighty. How do you lose your profession? I see one baby. And here comes the second. Or they're trying. there's the second. Yeah, this is going to be pretty much a moot point to just stand here and wait, but the dryer's practically done, so. And they do that thing. Yeah, they're going to just do that. And while I'm at it, let's just... Okay, there is room for a trade, but I'm not going to waste it on one. I'm going to build up the paper stack and or multiples, and I think it's time to move these things down. And we're going to need the bundle for this thing. Maybe not. I think bundles can only... They can only do so much. Anyway, this is this edition of Mobile Adventures. Ever so closely. Getting closer to making the mobile part happen. But we want a ton of mappers, because each cartographer could give us something entirely different that we could explore. And that's what we want. Hopefully they don't point to the crossbow farm over there, the pillager hut that we already know exists past the horse stables. So this is Mobile Adventures, George F551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.